Hello guys, you're welcome back to Veetalks. How you guys doing today? I guess you guys are doing good. Today I have here with me Miss Obi and Success. Miss Obi, say hello to my fans.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week. I don't know what day of the year it is, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching from.
Thank you and Success.
Hello everyone, hope you guys are good. This is my first time showing my face on this channel, so hopefully it goes good.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about why people feel entitled in everything in their life. Why do most people feel entitled? Why do they feel they have the right to demand or to ask for whatever or for someone to do something for them? So stay tuned, let's dive in. Miss Obi, do you have anything to say?
First things first, I think we have to define what entitlement means. Like you just rightly said, the act. I think for me, entitlement is the act of you feeling privileged to benefit from things, although they may serve you, but they are to be done for you, and you feel that you just have the right to have it whenever you want it and however you want it.
Right.
That's entitlement for me.
Right. Success, do you have anything to say?
I'll say you could look at it from different parts. Like it's different type of entitlement. You have family entitlement. Like I could ask my mom over here for something, and I could expect her to give it to me. Like I could feel entitled to that. But if I could ask my aunt over here, that's totally different. Or if I ask my friend, so it's like different types of entitlement. So it depends how you see it and how you ask about it. So that's my overall view on it.
Yeah, because like they've spoken, entitlement is in different level. Maybe some people, they were maltreated, they were not treated well from the childhood, and they grew up meeting someone they feel they are entitled to be loved. So we are going to be talking about it. Why did people feel entitled? Because people feel entitled because of different reasons, and we will share most of the reasons why people feel entitled. And because most people feel entitled and without them realizing that what they are doing, and they know, and they don't even know what they are doing is wrong. So can we talk about it?
Yes, like entitlement, sometimes we are the ones who feed the monsters. What I mean by that is feeding the monsters. We are the one that make some people feel that sense of entitlement by letting people always get what they want at the time they want it. We don't even know what we're doing at that time because
Right.
we are actually spoiling them.
That is it.
You know, the other person, the other party is the one spoiling the entitled person. It gets to a point that the person just feels that, listen, if I want this thing, I have to have it whenever I want it.
Right.
And then we don't know we are feeding those monsters and making them larger ones that they grow out of hands. And by the time we tell them, oh, this is sense of entitlement, it's already eating deep into the person.
You're right.
So that's what I think.
I think
Part
so
of the
too.
things that causes entitlement.
Yeah, and I remember like when me and my siblings who were really young, like my mom always made sure, like we always had everything with like food, like any resources, but she always put it in a way where we don't overact. Because let's say we overact from a young age, now that we're all grown up, we would have asked her for way more, and she would be looking like, how did this happen? But if she didn't instill that from a young age, then just growing up now, I'll be like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want like. That's how the whole entitlement comes
Exactly.
Yeah, right. That is how it comes. And how do we deal with over selfish? Because they are over selfish. You understand? Entitled people, they are so over selfish. How do we deal with them?
from. I could go first with
All
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like sometimes you just have to say no. Like, in some situations where I mean, from your heart, you want to help him out. You be like, yes, this, yeah, I see a struggle, I see this, but sometimes you just have to put that stamp. Like, no, this too much. You're gonna come back. Like, I say, someone's always asking you for money. Like, I always have this friend. Like, he does track with me. Like, whenever he wants something about, be like, can you have this? Can I have? Like, it's obviously it's small, but if it continues, it's gonna add up. So sometimes they're like, nah, you're doing it every time. So you just have to know when to say no, so it doesn't go to that big entitlement that we were talking about.
Yeah, because like for me in my family, people back home, even when they are asking for money, they don't ask as if it's an assistant. They ask as if they have that right. You understand?
Like they work for
They work for it. I must bring that thing they are asking for. And it's no for me. My children will be saying, Mommy, what is this? Take these people off. They don't have that right. And that they are right. But for us to realize that they don't have that right because of where we are coming from, at times too they will feel we are wickeding them. I don't know if it that they are being wicked for what they are not entitled for. So I don't know. Yeah.
So like I rightly said, we always start these things like Success said, we started by feeding them. It starts small and then it grows to a larger perspective where you now start telling yourself, oh, I think I caused all those problems, because I have been in those shoes where I've tried as much as possible to assist people at a time when they need it, and then it became like, oh, it just has to be done. I just have to do it. And I have stopped feeding them. Let me tell you a way that I have stopped feeding. Yes, I have stopped feeding them in such a way that even I have learned how to say no. I have learned, you have to learn the act of saying no. Listen, let me tell you something. She rightly said, people from back home. Do you know that a lot of people ask me for money and they say, oh, please, I need money to eat. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this from a bad place, but when I know that you truly need it and I know that you're not that entitled person, I try as much as possible to give you. But most times I tell you, listen, what I do to them now, and I think if you do that, it's going to help you if you're in this situation. What I do to a lot of them now is I tell them, oh, right now, it's not convenient. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Give me time. So that you don't make them feel that whenever they ask, it's already available to give it to them. Right? Don't start things you cannot finish.
Okay.
Do not start.
Set boundaries.
Set boundaries. And then know how to go about this thing. Learn how to know when the situation is something you can deal with immediately and when you can put some things on hold. Even when I have it, sometimes I tell you, give me till Friday or give me till the month end. Yes. Yes, so that you know that it's not readily available. You know that you just don't press a button and then whatever you want just comes to you.
Right.
So I always set it like, you need 500k. Oh, I don't have 500k. Let's see how it goes. I'm not promising, remember. Let's see how it goes. It's not promise. Okay. And that's it. So I don't always like to promise things. When I promise you something, I make sure I try to keep it up. But I don't like giving you immediately. I will give you when I know you're not that entitled person. And I know that you genuinely, from a place of need, it came as an emergency for real. Not something that, oh, I need to buy this. No, I'm not doing that. I work for my money. They pay me every 2 weeks. I'm being paid every 2 weeks. So please don't think that I have the thing there readily available waiting for everybody.
I know, right? That is, we are talking about the monetary aspect.
But yes.
But in other aspects too. Apart from the
I have some other aspects I'd love to talk about. Like,
so,
some people feel phone calls is only on one side.
I'm telling you.
Or visit. You didn't call me. You didn't call me. I don't understand. I call you.
If
you have a phone.
Visit.
You have a phone. Call me too if I don't call you.
All right.
Don't think I should be the only one calling you. Don't think I should be the only one visiting you. Yeah. I'll visit you. I was telling Sister Violet yesterday that I give people back. I've learned now to give you back the energy you give to me.
And that is right.
I match up your energy. That's what I do. I don't go overboard. Like, oh, no. If you come to my house, I come to your house. If you visit me, I visit you. You call me, I call you.
You give me attention, I give you attention.
That
is it. That is it.
So entitlement is not about only money or anything. So success, what's your view on that?
I mean, my aunt just touched on everything basically, but I guess I could ask a question.
Okay.
So, like family entitlement and like friend entitlement, which one you think goes overboard? Like which one? How do I put it? Because obviously family could be the one. Like it depends on your situation. So, but
yeah, it depends on the situations. But at times family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then at times friends. There are some friends that take you for granted.
Mm-hmm. Like they only use you because you.
I'm telling you, they use you because of what they are benefiting from you.
And some of them are emotional blackmailers.
That is it. So
Yeah.
that is why we say we are going to touch every angles of someone being entitled, because it's not good. It's a negative energy.
Very, very, very. Like I want to give another instance.
Yeah.
On like we live abroad. A lot of us have common spaces. We share with people.
Yeah.
People who are entitled feel that, oh no, they should be left alone to do what they want to do. They want to mess up the whole place and leave it messed up. And then you tell them, please, this is a common space. This is a common space. We share this space. We do this. And the person feels angry. Like, why should you tell me? But you made it dirty, so you have to clean up your mess.
That's right.
Whatever you mess up, please try to clean it up. Don't be entitled that, oh no, I'm not supposed to be asked. Why do you even wait for somebody to ask you to do it if it's not sense of entitlement? Another thing people get wrong most times is thinking that somebody else should bear that cross for them. A cross you couldn't bear for yourself. No, you couldn't bear the cross for yourself. I helped you to bear the cross, and then you
now,
think
yeah,
I should continue bearing the cross. Why? No, you can't bear it for yourself.
That is it.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
What?
So that's what I call
That is
entitlement.
it.
Things
What
you cannot
have you
even do for yourself.
What have you done for you to even expect that that person should support you or do those things for you? What have you done? What is the thing that you have done that you think it will make that person?
I feel entitled
to support you.
Yes, I feel entitled sometimes, yeah, when it comes to some specific friends. And I'm going to tell you this thing in a very natural way, right? I have this friend I call Sister Violet, for example. I know that if I call her, she will answer. I have some specific people in my chest. I can beat it. I feel entitled with them.
Yeah.
And it's not as if in a negative way. I feel entitled, like, if they don't hear from me, they should call me, and they will call me.
Definitely.
Because they want to. That's not entitlement. That's giving back the energy, because we wash each other's arms, and we help each other. We lift each other up, right?
Right.
So when this person is down, doesn't mean that, oh, because you want to help the person, oh, that person is entitled. No, it is when the person wants to remain down and wants you to keep lifting them.
That is it.
And then draining your own energy. You know, draining you of your own energy. You keep lifting.
Yeah, not thinking you have your own problems
yes.
your own challenges, but they just put their weight on you.
Yeah.
That they are entitled to it.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. You're touching everything.
Yes.
Because
this entitlement is a very, very big issue. Like he was saying about family entitlement. Yes, growing up, I used to have that entitlement. Don't forget, I will say the truth. I used to have that entitlement as the only daughter of my father. I was the last child of my own father, and then I was his only daughter. So I used to have that serious thing, because he said it. Like, if your parents don't put boundaries whilst you were growing up, it's going to become something large, you know. Like my father used to give me almost everything. I'm not joking, right? My father, people who knew me right from secondary school, primary school, knew, I'm not talking about the high institution, because I had to train myself, right? I had to train myself by myself on that. Yeah. Now, when I was growing up, because I grew up with the good things of life around me, I grew up with having things I want. On Friday nights, we had a routine in my house. On Friday nights, we go for what they call disco jump. Yes, yes. We were members of a Papa club those days while we were growing up. So on Friday nights, we go for what they call disco jump. And the disco jump, we go for with our parents.
Okay.
We don't go there alone, right?
Okay.
We go for disco jumps. On Saturday, they go for tennis playing for the guys. And then we have the clubhouse, which was a video house, cinema house then, in the Papa club there, where the kids go and watch this thing. And then on Sunday, we go for swimming. Right?
Wow.
And then we had all these packages. Then growing up, and then all of a sudden the whole thing, boom, it just went away. I'm like, how? You know, life happened. Yes, life happened to my father, and all of a sudden, I couldn't access all those things I used to. And then I used to go to a Papa club, and they now asked me for membership, and I wasn't a member anymore. But I felt like, why? They should understand that we used to be members. They don't understand that, you see. So to me at that time, that was entitlement. I felt entitled. You know, I felt like, yes, that they should understand that we used to be members here. But we didn't pay our membership fee, so how are we going to go in there? You know, so you see, all these things happen. So to me, I think you should train up a child whereby a child grows up knowing certain boundaries, knowing that you can't get it. Like I have a little boy at home. You all know him, Prince. He's about 8 years old now. For a long time, he would say, "Can I have this?" I'm like, "No, you can't." And I do it on purpose.
Like she could get it for you, but she.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will do it on purpose. I'll tell Prince, you can't get it right now, okay? You say, okay. Before then, he never used to say, okay. He would get so angry and frustrated. I tell him, Prince, I always tell him, life out there is not fair. He knows it. I say, I've said this thing to a point that I'm training his brain to know that people outside, even indoors, can tell you no, and it's okay.
That is it. Without you beating yourself, because you are not entitled to
yes.
that. You begged me money, I said no, I don't have. Don't get angry because it's not yours. You are not entitled to that money. You ask for an assistance for someone to assist you, and the person gives a reason, a tangible reason why the person cannot do it at that particular time. Don't be upset. You are not entitled to it. Don't come to people begging people or coming to people to ask for something as if you kept that thing in those people's hands or in those people's palm. It is wrong, very, very wrong, because you are not entitled to it. And this entitlement comes with, most especially, the narcissism.
It's one of it's one of the spectrums in narcissism.
Narcissism. That is one of the traits in it. People with people who are narcissists comes with this entitlement mindset.
Yes, they always have to have what they want.
They want to have
at the time they want it.
Yes, without minding your feelings and everything.
It's not your business.
I
advise parents to start training their children in the right way. You don't always let a child have what a child wants.
Everything
the person wants. Sometimes I tell my boy at home, I say, Prince, you have to sweep this living room. And then when he sweeps it, I give him a high five. I say, okay, I'm going to give you a cupcake. So now he knows I'm training his mindset to know that
when
you do something good. You earn something for it. It's not saying because you want it. You have to have it. No. You have to do something to earn something. You see a lot of entitled people. Do you know that some people are so entitled that they relax now? And in their little brain,
they
feel that you should know. That you should actually know. I actually thought you should know that I need this thing. You should know.
I said my ex is one of it. Is one of the people. I will not lie to you. He was so entitled that every other thing in that house, I must make sure all the children make sure we do it.
That's a narcissist.
Yes, big one.
Yeah. Because
big one. He makes sure, even if it's something that he is meant to do that thing, he's waiting for me to come and do it. He's entitled that he won't do that thing. It's me that will do it.
Yes. And then most times, if you check it, you spoiled him from the upset.
That is it.
I keep saying this.
You said that
you spoil people.
And
you can spoil your partner. You can spoil your partner.
It was when we started. I was doing everything just to make the relationship and everything go smooth for us.
You know the truth.
So that thing affected him. Already he was a narcissist, and it now affected him in a way that it was a tug of war. And one thing people forget is that a narcissist,
I just call him narc.
Oh my goodness. You can't deal with them.
No.
One major solution, they said you can walk away.
Yeah,
that is the truth.
Because you don't feed their ego anymore.
No.
You stop feeding their ego.
Because if they are not ready to change, you can change them.
They don't change because it's a spectrum.
Because it's a spectrum.
It's a threat in them. It's
that
a threat and a spectrum together, yeah.
So, it comes with this entitlement mindset.
You see, this entitlement thing we talk about, even a lot of African men. I don't know if I'll call Success an African man because I know he's a young man, but a lot of African men are so entitled. I keep telling people, especially men from my place, I tell them that people say, oh, why is it that Nigerian men always go back to their Nigerian women or African women? They don't seem to flow well with other tribes and everything. Their parents, let me tell you why. A lot of you always have it difficult dating our African brothers. Their mothers have spoiled them. They are mothers. Listen to me. She's here now. She has spoiled this man a little way. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'm going to tell you a story about her. She didn't know I was going to say this. Now, let me tell you what happened.
Really?
Yesterday. We're all together hanging out yesterday. A friend of ours bought a house yesterday. I mean, she moved into a house, so went to the house, to tell her congratulations and everything. And her son called her immediately. Oh, mommy, I'm at the bus stop. I need to go home, but the bus is not coming until 25 minutes. She put the address immediately. It was 8 minutes away. Guess what she did? She left us.
She didn't see me for...
Wait, she left us in the middle of the whole thing. We're together. Okay, just imagine what happens. This man has a mother that dotes on him. She cooks for him. She takes food to school to him. I'm not saying he's behaving entitled, because if you know the love he lavishes on her too, you will know that the love is mutual. I always call him her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But he calls, you can see that with her, and then he calls like 5 times, like, that's his mother, not his girlfriend. So tell me now what happens when this man gets married to a woman that does not care, that does not show him this kind of energy his mom has brought him up with. It turns to like, oh, are you sure this person loves me? Because he is now... Listen, he knows that if he calls his mother, she will answer. He knows. If he calls her, she will answer. So in a certain way, she is entitled. Yes. He's the child. He's entitled, yes. But although he would not rub it in as an African child that was well brought up. Right? He won't rub it in as an African child that was well brought up. But now he has this mindset of what... I'm not saying that's an entitlement. I'm deviating a little bit. He has a mindset of what love is supposed to be to him. So now he'll be expecting it, and then maybe his partner, like, you're feeling too entitled to him. It's not entitlement to him at that point, because he feels that's what it's supposed to be. But to the other partner who was not brought up that way,
we feel that
he's feeling entitled. Oh, why would I have to come and do this? But he's used to it. He's used to that kind of love. He's used to that kind of affection. So some people, it's all about their upbringing. Their upbringing clouds some other people's judgment of them being entitled. That's the way they were brought up. They were brought up with that family unity, that family love, and that's why you see some people talking. They talk back at their partner, they shout, they yell. Haven't you seen? Yeah. I don't know if you've seen a case of one woman that was asked why she wants to divorce her husband, and then she told the judge, "This man cooks, he cleans, he does this, he does."
Are
that.
You serious?
Yes. Everybody was like, "What?" The judge was like, "Sister, are you being serious?" She said, "Yes." The man made me act so much today. You see, so because she doesn't feel entitled, she's not used to it. She's in her own household. She says her own household does more of yelling and shouting. So you see now, she now sees a peaceful person.
Okay.
And she doesn't see that person is... She's not entitled to that kind of lifestyle.
And you know what? What happened yesterday is that he knows. He from the beginning he said, my mom gives us everything, but put a boundary. Mm-hmm. He will know, because yesterday it was raining all through.
Yeah, that's true though.
It was raining all through, because he knew that already I've told him I'm going to meet my friends. He knew that if it wasn't that rain, he will enter Metro bus and come home, because I was enjoying myself. But when I saw that it was raining,
it was really raining, it was pouring.
25 minutes, it's a big thing. I said, this place is close to me. I went to, I won't joke. I said, no. You know what? I can't threaten these children with anything. I said, babes, man, wait 8 minutes now, 8 minutes. I jumped into my car. We came back to this thing and we continue again, So it is good. You understand what entitlement is and what love and all the thing. Don't just ask, even if it's your parents. Don't use them. Don't ask as if you have that right. You don't have that right. That is the truth. You don't. So let's allow you speak small.
I mean,
from a Gen Z's perspective,
in school,
entitlement. I'll say it depends. Alright, so I'm doing engineering. I'll try to do it from a student perspective.
Yeah.
I know it's some people, I'm only going to talk to them when I need, like, homework or anything. Like, when it's time for us to study, that's the only time.
You're covering your face too much.
Sit up.
The only time I'll talk to them is when it's school-related. So with that, I can say that's entitlement, because now they know when I text them, oh, it's school time. There's nothing else. So it's like with that is entitlement. So I will agree to that. And how?
But is it really entitlement?
I mean, I'm against. We're both benefiting, but from us, I mean, I'm usually the one that reaches out, and they need help too. So
do they reach out to you?
No. Or they'll reach out when I reach out, in a sense. So they wait because they know, like I don't care because I'm serious about my grades. So I don't care what it is. I will just ask right away. If I need help, I need help. But they reach out.
But that's not entitlement.
Yeah,
I think that becomes entitlement when you call them and they tell you I'm busy right now, and then you say you just have to answer me right now. I need it right now. No, I don't think reaching out to your friends for studies or things you don't understand. I don't think that's entitlement. Sister Violet can call me and ask me, babe, do you know anything about this? I say yes. It's not entitlement. I say, Sister Violet, babe, I did busy. I'm busy right now. Can I call you back later? And then she says no. I need you to answer me right now. I'm like, who the hell? Please.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, I don't think that what you're talking about is entitlement.
For me, it happens to me and my daughter. When I tell her to do this thing, most especially online, that I'm not too perfect, and she said, "Mommy, I'm busy." Two of us will quarrel.
That's me entitled.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Say it happens to me. I will say for what? At least put that in for me. Put it. Is it because I don't know that thing? You know, it will not.
That's entitled.
Yeah, that is why I said it happens to me at sometimes. But when I now realize that this girl also has her own life to live,
she's an adult.
She has her school run. Why should I be controlling and behaving as if I can? I will not get angry. I will shift to him. And him now my boyfriend. No matter how busy, he will not be doing it. But that lady that understood everything will know. Two of us say no. That is the entitlement.
Yeah, that's entitlement. Yes.
It happens to everyone.
Yes. And another thing, a lot of African mothers feel so entitled, and then they are manipulative. I'm very lucky. Yes, a lot of African mothers. I'm very lucky that I have a mother who is not entitled. If you need to see the way my mother will ask you for something, you will give it to her. See, you listen to my mother. The daughter of Zion. How are you?
She toasted.
Yes. You are blessed, you are blessed. It's well, it is really well with us. When my mother starts saying it is really well,
money.
Just know that it is not well. But she will not say, you say, if you don't have now, I'm just telling you, maybe by next week, my medication will finish. You know, because I've taught her. Funny enough, I was the one that told her that, Mommy, don't just call me today and ask me that your medicine is finishing tomorrow. No, I told her. I said, if your medications are going to run out, please give me like a week notice.
That's good.
And then immediately I told her that my mom did not say, oh, I'm your mother, you must give it to me. No, she said, okay, my daughter, I understand. So now she gives me like a week notice. I said, let me tell you, by next week,
my medication.
The last one will finish by next week. So, you know, we now have that understanding. You know, so parents too feel so entitled over their kids.
You're right.
And their kids are already adults.
Yeah.
You know, no matter whether the child is a child, a baby or anything, you don't feel too entitled for them, you know. But although it's nice to see people, you know, rally around you, love up on you and everything. But love, like you said, is love. There's a great difference between love and entitlement.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you can push your entitlement to me in such a way that you push me away entirely. I remove everything. Even the things I know I can do for you.
I will not.
I will not. That's me trying to correct you and push back at your entitlement mentality. I will not. Yeah. That's it. You know, so this entitlement mentality is really, really deep. But you know, we've tried to touch a little part of everything.
So what we just want to tell you is try and work on yourself. If you know you fall in this entitlement mentality, try and work on yourself. You know, everybody is not perfect.
Yeah.
But by the moment you realize that yes, I fell in this entitlement mentality and you work on yourself, that is the change they said is constant.
Yes.
You understand?
The only constant thing
in life is change, and you will enjoy your life, enjoy the life, you will enjoy everybody around you, because you might not even know why people are shifting away from you. You know, in your relationships, I'm telling you.
Yes.
The way you act, the way you do things around them, they might not tell you, except the ones that truly love you, that will speak out and tell you this thing you're doing is not good. Try and work on yourself, okay? I hope you enjoyed us today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one is my professor. I call her professor. That is the truth. She's my
She went
professor.
in.
No matter what, I senior her, but she's my professor. She's my tutor with my daughter. Don't be ashamed of anything in life.
No.
Learning is a continuous process.
Yes.
You understand? Whatever you don't know, ask.
Igbo people say onye ajụjụ adịghị.
Yeah.
Somebody that asks for road does not miss the road.
That is the truth, because
Before GPS, it was asking.
I wasn't like this today. You see them, they are my support system.
Yes, everybody does need one.
Yeah,
but don't ruin your support system.
Yeah, don't feel as
ruin
if
it
you are
with
entitled. Yeah, you understand?
Yes.
But because me, I said I fell in it. At times, they are in school, they are in college, they have their work, they have their assignments. Me that is in school too, when that thing has hooked me, I don't know anywhere. I force them to do it as if I'm entitled to it.
Yes, that you feel. That's for you. Yeah,
That
your
is the
mindset.
truth.
Yeah.
So I try to work on myself now, and him being a man now, men with their way. He will be feeling it, but he can't even.
But you actually feel it.
Why not?
No, I need you to talk. Do you actually feel it? Say it. No
Well,
buzz.
my mom, no.
Yeah.
I should come to the school now. If it's school related, no.
You see?
Because
Are you serious?
it's her school. Man, she hasn't been to school since Nigeria.
Yeah. So you see, he doesn't.
So it's like, I'm
Man,
like,
I feel
nah,
it.
I have to, because I mean, obviously if I'm at practice and she call, I'll be like, let me finish when I get back inside. But as soon as because I always do my work fast, so I'm usually always free, but not really free. So when she calls, I know it's school related. I know the school teachers, how they used to act, so I just help right away.
That's great. That's great. That's
Yeah, and thank you for that. And the truth is, women we act differently.
I tell you. No.
Me and Praise. Hey.
Go back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
Like I don't know. I think my mom was complaining something about my younger sister because apparently my younger sister is with her right now in Nigeria. She complained after complaining. I didn't want to say anything in front of my younger sister because I didn't want her to feel like anything in a certain kind of way. So, because actually what happened was they were beginning to feel like too entitled as parents, So I called my mom after the whole conversation. I didn't want to ask my younger sister anything. I called my mom. I said, "Mommy, do you realize this girl is not a baby anymore?"
That
She
is
said,
one problem with we African parents.
I said, "Mommy, you have to realize that she is in the house with you right now does not make her a child. You guys have to understand that this woman is a woman. She has a child, and she's a woman.
You're right.
So parents, try as much as possible to know when your child is no longer a child. Try as much as possible. In the Western world here, I tell people that if you miss a child's life between year 1 and 10, you've lost it. It's only by the grace of God that you get that child back. If you miss grooming a child, because children are taught differently. A lot of children in America are taught entitlement. I'm not going to lie.
No.
Oh, this is my right. You see them.
No,
it's
from
my right.
school. They tell them in school.
Yes.
They speak out. They tell them speak out. Fight for your rights.
They tell them, and then your child comes home and you'll be wondering, like, where did this child get this?
That is it.
So if you lose it at that age, you've lost a lot. So you have to try to know how to bring up your child by not chasing your child away. Even when you chastise a child, they say when you beat a child with one hand, you use the other one to bring him back. You always ask him, do you know why I scolded you today?
That's right.
You have this mentality thing. It's a privilege that, yes, I know I'm supposed to do it for you, but right now it is not obtainable because I do not have it right now. Right? You explain to the child that you do not have it, and thereby you're making the child realize that growing up out there, you don't always get what you want. Because you see a lot of people out on the street, the police stops them and they start ranting. They forget that they're on the street because they rant at their parents anyhow.
Yeah.
They start fighting with a police officer that has a gun. Remember that the police officer is also threatened because he doesn't know what you have, and then he shoots you. And what happens? Everybody starts saying, "Oh, everybody's life matters. Everybody's life matters." But all these things start with entitlement.
Yeah.
From the home front, from the school.
You're right.
From different perspective of life. Always try to tell a child, tell your child, even a child under your care, that listen, life is not always fair out there.
That is so
Try to make the child know that saying no, somebody saying no to you is okay.
It's okay.
And accept it.
It's okay.
That it is okay.
Don't be angry.
Don't be angry. I know sometimes
It
I feel-
hurts.
It hurts, yeah. Especially when you know, like, okay, for example, now I'm in need of $500, right? There was a day I was in need of $500.
I know she will say
Yes,
it.
let me go back to that. I was in need of $500, and then I called my sister here and said, please, I need $500. I need it right now. And my sister said, I don't have. I said, the next thing, you know what she did? I believe that. It's not if I didn't believe. She screamed, munched. She had to send me her account balance details. I'm like, Sister V, why did you send me your... He said, no, because I don't want you to feel... I said, but why will I feel that way? Me that is asking you, do I have it? You will see that I don't have mentality of...
That is
that
it.
mentality.
That
That entitlement mentality. I thought that you don't need to send me your account balance to prove.
Yeah.
Me,
No.
do I have it? I asked her.
because
I said,
I
if
was
have it,
feeling, why can't I help? But still, I went further to
provide the money.
provide that money from
Somebody else.
because I want her. But there is one incident. She knows about it too. The person was having that entitlement mentality for me to borrow her some money.
Yes.
And I said, I don't have.
Mhm.
As I'm talking to you, she doesn't talk to me the way she talks to me before.
Yeah.
Because she feel as soon as she asks for that money,
She was supposed to get
Yes,
it.
I
Right?
suppose-
Imagine when she said
No.
yes, you see, so you have to grow up. You have to. I told you, Paul, that I grew up to a stage. I had to train myself.
that is it.
I had to train myself, redefine a lot of things, tell myself that it's okay for people outside not to say, not to have. Do I have it? That thing you're asking somebody else that you feel entitled to, why don't you have it?
Yeah, that is the truth.
a
That is
good
the way I
question.
train these
That's a
children.
good-
Why don't
Because
you have it?
They
That's a
can't
good
even come
question.
and ask something as if they have that right.
Yes.
For what? Are you crazy? You
That
know what
was
happened
always-
yesterday? When he entered, the first thing he asked me, because he fight tax this year, Mommy, when is my tax money even coming? I said, this one you're asking of when your tax money is coming. That means he needs to get something. Say yes. Yeah. I said, what do you need to get? So I want to buy my spark, eh?
Yeah, tracks.
Yeah.
weights.
So I said, for tax money. How much? Say, Mommy, it's expensive. Oh. I said, it's expensive. $300.
She was thinking biggest.
Say
first,
no.
you know.
Say which kind $300? I said okay.
Yes.
If it's not up to $300, okay, I can provide. But when that tax money come, we are going to share that
Of
tax
course.
money.
Of
He
course.
said, of course. So
That's-
but
yes,
if
that's
it's
to
some
show you that he
children,
doesn't have
yeah,
mentality, yeah.
if it's some children as he's coming because it's under me, Mommy, I want to buy this. Please give me the money.
They don't even use the word
Okay.
please.
No, I'm just
Some
saying
of them
it.
don't even use the word.
Majority of them don't say you. I want to buy this thing. Can I have your credit card? Can I have this? Why are you using it? Because I knew or I supported him with his crack, with his pulse. So he will feel that he's so entitled to ask whatever that relates to that this thing. But he didn't.
That's the orientation I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's the training. That's the bringing up. You can even train an adult.
That is it.
I've tried to train some adults
Ah.
and giving them the push. Like no,
Then we feel you hate them. You don't like them.
That's fine, and it's fine. And then you keep repeating the same cycle, and then you keep blaming other people.
That is it.
You go here, they tell you the same thing. You say, "Oh, I don't know why anywhere I go, they don't like me. They don't treat me right. They don't." Why don't you change? Go inwardly and look at yourself. Where am I doing it wrong?
Yeah.
How am I getting it all wrong and everything? And then somebody else said to me, Obi, why is it that anytime you need something, your friends always give it to you? I'm not joking. When I was growing up, my father was like, my mother's own was like, hey, so Mina, let friends not kill you in this life. You have too many friends. And then today, guess what? I'm enjoying a lot of them, although I'm not enjoying, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't blame nobody. But somebody looked at me one day and said, you are very lucky. You have a lot of good friends. But to have a lot of good friends, you have to be good too.
That
We
is
have to
it.
stand by them.
That is it.
So in all that we do, we should always try to be the best version of ourselves. We should always try to portray the best version of ourselves. In portraying the best version of yourself doesn't mean you should shoot yourself on the foot just to please someone. Do the best you can.
Yeah.
And then when you feel the person is trying to be entitled, give the person that pushback. Like no, learn how to say no, and it's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. It's very okay, because a lot of them, entitled people, don't stop being entitled. They keep asking and asking and asking. You keep fueling it by giving it to them. You keep fueling the flame by giving it to them. So the best way to stop those people is by saying no.
Yeah.
Setting boundaries.
So I hope you enjoyed this discussion today. Success, do you have anything to tell them?
Learn to work for yours so you don't have to ask.
Thank you. That's a great one.
Learn to work
And
for
learn to be
yours,
content
you
with
know?
some of the things you already have. Use
Right.
it. It's okay. It's okay to be broke once in a while. It's okay to be okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for listening and watching us today. What is your takeaway from this? I know most of us will take away so many things, but when you meet people who feel they are entitled, please learn how to say no.
That's it.
You should come first before any other person. You heard me? So enjoy your day. Assist us, subscribe to this channel, share it,
Like,
hit the like
comment.
button.
Everything.
Thank you and bye.
Bye, guys.
See you
guys.
guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Sorry.